Hey guys, this is Malavar TC1. I'm going to be doing the Felfey Woods and the Fel Forest. Working my way through that route, see if anything pops up along the way. Other than that, I will be continuing in the storyline right after this. So, let's see where it goes. And what kind of prizes come along the way. And if they're worth it to you. Right now I'm using the Mage job class, building it up to its full potential. When new job classes come out in the future, I'm going to try to do some polls for something along those lines. So we did find out from one of the comments of one of my viewers, thank you, that this button right here actually allows for the ultimate attack. So that's what that is for those of you who are still wondering. So recently I've been pulling for Warrior of Light in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. You can check that in one of my other videos. If you've played that game as well, you know that the major boosts, they're actually a lot better than they would be in like a similar game like Final Fantasy Record Keeper or other style games where like you pull various champions in order to have the best. Now, Warrior of Light is only available as a 4 or 5 star, so can't really get him as easily as the other ones, but it's still possible. There's going to be a day, though, when those who are trying to pull for Lightning are not going to be so lucky. I've heard that that is going to be the hardest pull of all of them, and that will be sometime in the future. Not anytime soon. As for Mobius, most cards and most jobs are available to all players. Most of them purchasable at the low level, like 3 star. Some of the cards that are 4 star pulls are going to be rare, going to be ones that you can't really get otherwise. But for the most part, you can really go through the game and beat the game. From what I've seen on the JP for Mobius Final Fantasy, simply by just building up your character or building up the cards with regular gameplay. It's not going to be for a long time that it's going to become exclusive characters or exclusive jobs only available through polls, like getting rare characters like Cloud or Zidane or Lightning. Those things will be like special premium only units. For now, though, I wouldn't waste too much money or magicite or anything along those lines until those really exclusive things start coming out. That's my opinion, at least. I mean, you can pull all of them if you want. If you're like, man, I want every job class. I don't know what it would come out to price-wise. I'd see magicite for it's like $75 or something, or $70 to get 4 jobs. And there are currently 6 jobs available, so it's like $100 and some odd if you want all the currently available in batch 1. Batch 2 will add 3 more, and future batches will add a few more each time. And you'll be, if you want all of them right away, that's a lot of magicite or a lot of money that you're just going to have to drop. Otherwise, you can really play through the game with very little effort on which classes. I've seen people go through the entirety of the game with one job. They literally take like one of the jobs that they first pulled when they played the game, or they build up the job to its max potential, and they just play with that throughout the entire game. And it's not till like premium exclusive ones come and there's like huge events that really people start caring about, oh, you need the best of the best in order to beat this boss or this event or be number 1 in the weekly rankings, which in the weekly rankings don't even matter that much. Weekly rankings, if you haven't noticed, the prize for being 1 through 1,000, which, I mean, if you want to spend all that money or all that elixir, you're gaining 3 ability tickets and 1 elixir. It's not worth it at all. It's not worth it for the weekly rankings. Maybe there's going to be special weekly rankings, like for major holidays or stuff like that, where it's going to be a little bit, there's going to be a rare weapon or item. Okay, then I could see people spending money or using their built-up items for those things. But for now, just don't do it, guys. Do not waste all your items and all your magicite and all your money. Not now. It's not wise. But for event rankings, when the event rankings start getting to the point where it's like the top 500 spots or the top 20 spots or the top even 1,000 spots of people playing this game go into these events, and it's like the top players get the first premium exclusive job, or they get 10 summon tickets, or they get a really super rare weapon, or things along those lines, or a super rare card that nobody else can get unless it's through the event, or getting it through a really rare drop pull. Then you can justify, hey, I'm going to be spending all my elixirs, I'm going to be dropping like $50 for this event, because I want to beat it. Some people, trust me, there are some people out there that even if you're spending $50, $100, there are people out there willing to spend thousands of dollars, or like $1,000 just to be number 1 in an event. And if you're rich as can be, and you're like, yeah, I'm going to spend a couple $1,000s on one game, on one event, and be the very best for that one event, well, that's fine with me. I am not going to be one of those people. I'm going to play the game for fun, because I like to spend my money on things that are full games, that are really hashed out storylines, like, we got a special event right here going on. Dungeon. Chaos Blight. I am not one of those people that's going to be like spending all that money just for one event, or just to have my name recognized at the top of the event list. Because when I was a teenager, I did that for a game called DOT. If those of you remember at all, Defenders of Texel, or if you've ever played it, when I was a teenager, I was like, yeah, I'm going to drop a couple $100 and get be the very best there ever was. And this was like a while ago, when I was like a bachelor living on my own and stuff. Married now, have more things to do with my time and money and cash. But back then I was like, yeah, just blow it all away. And I got the top rank on one of the events. Does anybody remember? No, nobody remembers. That game isn't even around anymore. I mean, it's really, I don't want to say stupid, because it's not really stupid if that's what you want to do, and that's all you want to use your money for, but it's really pointless in the long run. And I would rather spend $50-$60 on a brand new game, like Final Fantasy 15 coming out, right? Or like a new storyline game, like I just recently bought a few weeks back, like a month or two ago when it came out, Uncharted 4. That game was huge. It was fleshed out, fantastic storyline for the PS4, and I loved it. I spent all my time I could to beat that game, and I have there's a funny after the game sort of thing that you could do, where you change your characters and your screen so it's like 8-bit, and like the sound so it sounds kind of 8-bit. It's really funny. But I mean, I finished the game, spent $60, I'm done with it, right? I don't have to go back to the game for events to spend a couple $100s to try to be the very best Drake in Uncharted and be that nobody's going to remember. Nobody's going to remember you, the top in an event here. Like, not even... I remember there was a guy who won every week, or every day, I guess, for daily events, but like, in Defenders of Texel. There was this guy. I don't know who he was in real life. I don't know what his account name was. I don't remember anything about this guy. Just that he was on the top list for a couple weeks, or for a long lifespan of the game. And then I guess he stopped playing, or he got bored, and that place was taken by somebody else willing to spend money. And that game is no longer around, so he can't even go back to the game to be like, oh yeah, I was the top tier. Because that's what happens to these games. They have a lifespan of a couple years, and then they just go away. And I mean, they could probably still be on the market sometimes, but for the most part, oh, there's a summon ticket for this, for Chaos Blight here. So I would suggest keep viewing and checking out the map, because you're going to run in, there's probably no event here, but I'm just going to do everything on the map anyways, just so you guys have a good look. But yeah, what was I saying again? Yeah, like, he can't really go back to that game. A lot of these games kind of lose interest as more better games come out. And, I mean, they're fun to get the rare pulls and the rare looking awesome job classes, or the rare characters for Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, or the rare weapons for Final Fantasy Record Keeper. But they're pointless, because they always come out with new stuff. They're always coming with better job classes. They're always coming out with better weapons. And they make these bosses so impossibly hard sometimes that you either have to be the best of the best the entire time, or which costs tons of money, or you just have to be spending every waking moment in the game to be the very best. So, I mean, I'm going to try to do these events. I'm going to be like a lot of people here, which are just playing for fun. And I'm going to record my gameplay through it, as long as the game's around. And I'm going to try to, as new things come out, I'll try to spend some of my Magicite that I get for one or two rare things. But I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm going to drop 100 summon tickets to get everything. For Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, every time a new rare major boost comes out, sure, I'll get the 11 summon tickets, or I'll do like one major boost try, right? I'll try for it once, but if I don't get it, that's the luck of the draw. I don't go back to it again. I'm satisfied with what I do get, even if it sucks. I'm like, ah, dang, I didn't get anything that I wanted. And sometimes I mess up, and I do it early, like I did on my last video. but I'm like, it's just one time, right? So let's go on to the story now. We're in Castle Cornelia, and let's oh, I have to travel back here, huh? Okay. Here we go. Castle Cornelia, come on. Long loading service. Who should I pick? Well, I already have a healer. Let's just pick a water to go with it. I don't know what to expect or what to run into. Castle Cornelia. Ah, just more regular enemies. Wonder if the storyline's going to probably progress from here, though. I'm pretty sure it will. That there'll be some cutscenes here, because it seems like a major spot on the map. It's got like a crystal chest. When it gets to some cutscenes, I'll kind of be quiet a little bit, let everybody kind of watch it. And if you're rewatching it and you're just skipping ahead to this point, just right now, then, I hope that you enjoy my little videos. And I would ask that you like and comment your experience. And every like, every comment, it helps not only get my channel recognized, but it also gets me pumped up to do future videos, and even be willing to put a little bit more into each game in order to give people experiences that they can't have because of not having funds or not having the time to put into the game themselves. And they just want to check out what would happen if such and such were to be the case. If they're like, oh, I want to go through the game as, for example, I'm a mage right now. I want to go through the game as a mage, but I didn't pull that job class. You're able to watch me. And you don't want to spend money to try to find that. Or if you're like, I want to go through the game as one of the new premium units that's coming out. Well, when those come out, I'm going to try for them. If I get one, and if you don't want to drop the money for it, or you don't want to drop the magicite for it, you can be able to watch me and get the experience for it. And most of the time, I just kind of ramble. I'm not saying I'm rambling right now, but I probably am if you're listening. But I talk so I keep you guys engaged through an auto battle. If there's something that's more focused on just the actual battle itself and it's a little more difficult, I don't try to ramble through it. Right now, that's pretty easy, pretty simple too. Oh, so there's this crystal chest right here. Oh, okay, a crystal. And another summon ticket. Pretty nice. Like the prophecy. So I guess I'm off to meet Princess Sarah again. I met her in that crystal earlier. Oh, back to an exploration mode. I already did the Drake place. That's where the cockatrice is. Wonder if I come back here later if he opens up a new quest or a new mission. Oh, what's this?
Wow! Princess Sarah is so beautiful, isn't she?
That looks pretty old.
You think?
And it smells foul, too. How long are we gonna stay here anyway?
Well, that's up to you, Master.
Then let's go. The longer I'm here, the more I feel like I'll rot.
What do you mean, Kupo?
Can we just go find Princess Sarah?
That's the spirit, Kupo.
Wonder if there's a darkness inside of the main character that he can't quite shake. That would be an interesting twist. What a twist! Bet the teleportation stone is right up here. Yep, there it is. Doesn't look like you can really explore anywhere. Even though it is an exploration mode, it's just walking
We're
around.
here! This is the teleport stone, Kupo. Now all you have to do is touch it.
Where will it take me?
To Craftworks, Kupo, where the sun shines long and bright.
That doesn't sound so bad.
Okay, so we're off to where Princess Sarah is. Ooh, more graphics.
Vox, Garland, Mog, Sarah, the blanks. The more I talk to the others, the more I feel I'm being sucked in by this world. That I'm becoming a part of it. For better or worse. I wonder how long it's been since I came here. Since I've been in Palamecia. I don't know. I don't know anything anymore.
Chapter 1 complete. Wow. Blank slate. You can now augment cards and raise their rarity from 3-star to 4-star. So that happens after Chapter 1. I did not know that. I was trying to do that earlier, and it wasn't leveling up a card when I used like a grow star. And I was kind of mad about that, but... And the level cap is raised. Interesting. Card augment. You can now augment cards you own, raise their rarity, indicated by the number of stars on the card, allowing them to gain even more power. There are several requirements that cards need to meet before they're eligible for augmentation. You must possess the necessary rare materials in order to perform a card augment. Dungeon of Challenges. Congratulations on completing Chapter 1 Blank Slate. You can now challenge yourself by venturing through the Dungeon of Challenges, starting in the Valley of Trials beyond Darkgrave. Interesting. Okay, I'll do that in a future video. And a new area opened up. Hope and Prophecy. Okay, cool. So let's go back here, and I'll look at the card augmentation, and I'll do a video about that as well. Thank you, and I hope you like and subscribe. Goodbye.